Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to Robin Hood Shaving Artisans. I made a video yesterday and I spent about 4 hours editing it, and I posted it, and then I took it off after I looked at it. And I apologize because when I post something on YouTube, what happens is you guys get an email, and then when you go to look at it, it just comes with kind of a gray screen, nothing's there. So I did that the other day on one of my other sites, and I really felt bad about it. But what happened was the camera I'm using to do this video is a GoPro 7 Black, and I don't know, I was messing around with it, and somehow I changed the settings to 4K instead of 2.7K at 30 frames per second. And I never used it before, and when I found out what it is, when you use 4K, it gives you a fisheye appearance, and also I'm back about this far, and the picture was not clear at all, and I'm saying, oh God. So I took it off, and I said, oh, I wasted 4 hours editing it and putting it together, so I'm going to make another one today, and hopefully this is a lot better. All right, what it's about today is I got this razor in the mail, the Fatguy, by Global Shaves International. One thing you got to be careful with is when you open it, it looks like that, but open the top up and you got 5 razor blades in there. They're Dorco blades. Now I did shave with this, well, yesterday when I made the video, and I wasn't too happy with it, so I'm going to tell you why. First of all, as far as the razor blades, some guys like them. I wasn't crazy about it. I didn't get a really good shave. I really cut myself here and around the mouth. The next day it really just kind of broke out. But all right, what is this razor? This razor is a replica of the Fatguy razor, Fat Boy razor, I'm sorry, by Gillette. And I think they were made in the 1958, 1959, I think in 1960. After this razor, the Slimline razors came out, which meant it was a little thinner in here. It had the same type of mechanism where you screw the bottom and the doors open on the top. I'll call them barn doors. But with the original Gillette, there was markings on the inside and there was markings on the back side. Under here it told you the year it was made and etc. So, but this one has 0 markings on nothing at all, which is fine. That's not the big deal. When I got this razor, I did this. I opened it and I said, oh, it was really hard to open, and it was easy and hard and easy and easy and hard. And I said, oh, come on. I bought this razor, I think it was $89 before it was produced yet. They were looking for money, I guess, to put into as an investment to start the production on these, and now it's $110, $120, something like that. We'll go over the price on this in a little bit, but let me go into this razor a little bit. We'll go into why it was rough and how I kind of fixed it. Fixed it. But let me go over first. You can adjust it by the numbers. It's got the same kind of numbers here as it did on the original Fat Boy, 1 through 9. What you want to do is make sure that you do not close the barn doors like that and lock it down and then try to adjust it. You'll ruin the mechanism here, I guess. But the best way to do it is if you got this razor or even a Fat Boy, you want to open up doors first, then you adjust it. Now, the shave I did yesterday, I had it on shave 5. Why did I choose to use 5? Because I use 5 on my Slimlines and I've never had a problem. It's kind of a mid-grade range, but on 5, on this, it was brutal. I really cut myself until I moved it down to about 3. So this time I'm going to start at 3. And we're going to use the blade I'm going to use is going to be a Gillette. This is a silver blue. It's a brand new one, never been used before. I'm not using the Dorco. I'm not crazy about them. And I'm not going to tell you, oh, it's a great razor blade, you should buy them from my website. No, I'm not. If it's garbage, I'll tell you. I don't like them. Some guys do, and that's fine. I don't. Anyway, when you put this in, you screw it down, and then you give it another half turn to lock that razor in place. And you always want to check the razor blade gap on both sides. There is a small amount of overhang on this razor. It's a little bit more on this side than it is over here. Why that is, I don't know, but obviously it's something to do with machining. Now, what I did when I got this razor, I took some oil, and let me take this razor blade out for a minute. You got this round shaft here that goes up and down. That pulls the doors in. I put a lot of oil in there, sewing machine oil or shaving oil, Not the kind you put on your face, but the kind you would lubricate a razor with. And then I closed it up and I said, well, I should see if I can oil this. I put some oil right in here too. And it didn't help, and I said, I'll put some on the bottom, but when I looked at the bottom, it was closed. I'm saying, duh. So what you do is you have to unscrew this, open the doors open, and then that's where the threads are. I don't know if you can see that on the inside. So I just soaked it really good with oil, wiped it off with a tissue, and I sat with the TV. I was doing something, and I just kept going open and close, open, just to work it in. And then what I did is at night I put more. I soaked it again with oil. Did the same thing. Now I'd say it's about 75% better. There's still some rough areas. So what I did is I emailed Sheldon at Global Shaves International, Global Shaves Club International. It's a mouthful, sorry. And I told him about the problem I was having with it. He said, well, there was a burr on the castings when they put it together, and he said use it for a month or whatever it happens to be, and if just the burr is still there, send it back, and then we'll send you another one out. And I'm saying, come on, guys. This razor, $89, they're over $100 right now. It should have come perfect when you got it, okay? I know the razor, the parts came from 3 different countries. I think one was probably China, Japan. I don't know where the other one's at. But all the parts came to Canada, and then they did the assembly at Canada. As far as I'm concerned, their quality control sucks. My own opinion. If you look at this real closely, and you look at this centerpiece in here, you'll see that the chrome plating, it's minute bubbles in it, which means to me that after a while, those bubbles are going to wear off. So the original one that was made, the Fatguy, was nickel plated. So this is chrome plated. So there you have it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this razor. This is a razor by Razor Rock. I think it's a .62. This is a CNC machine, stainless steel. It fits like a glove. I mean, it's perfect. This is about $70. This cost me $89, and now they're $110. So now you're, say, $70, $110 plus shipping. You'll have to make the decision if it's worth it or not. I think the only thing you'd be gaining out of it is the fact that you could adjust the shave on it, and that's about it. After I did that, I went on the internet and I looked at the eBay. You can buy these anywhere from $30 to, say, $130, and $130, they've been replated, taken apart, replated, put together with rhodium on it for $130. And rhodium lasts a lot longer than this will. So again, make up your own mind if you see financially if it's worth it. Okay, let's get to it and see how this thing shaves. Enough of the drama. So I'm going to use LEA today. This comes from Spain. It's a beautiful soap. The container is huge compared to a Sensodyne toothpaste. Look how big that container is. It's huge. That's okay. It's good. It's good value for the money. So I'm going to use that. I already put some in my little cup here. And today I'm going to use, I'll tell you about the story behind this here. I got 3 of these. I really only ever ordered 1, but I wound up with 3 of them. This is a 24 mil brush by Yaki. Yeah, 24. Right there. You can see that? Synthetic. Personally, this one, you've seen me use this one before. It's got round. For some reason, for me, with my hands, this just feels so much more comfortable, more controllable. It doesn't hurt on the hands. It just feels very natural. Round things to me feel good on the hand. This has got these little sharp edges. Not sharp, but they're, it's okay, but it's not one of my favorite. It's good. Some guys probably love it. That's great, but I'm just telling you the difference that I like from one. As a general concept from shaving brushes, I like ones that are a little bit more rounded. They fit for me in the hand a little better. I've had that soaking for a few minutes. All right, let's wash down. Let me put the razor in there first, or I'm not going to be able to shave too much. So we'll take this new Gillette Silver Blue Stainless right there, and we'll crank it down. Now I closed it, and I'm going to give it another half turn to lock it in place. All right. Do any of you guys have had, I know some of you had made comments. I did a 60-minute intro on this razor. Some of you guys made comments That, man, it's a lot of money for that razor. You could have got one off of eBay for half the price and get the original. So, and I'm sure the originals, in fact, all my Slimlines work perfectly. They, even though they're old, I had them replated. I got 2 of them. And one was rhodium, replacing the other one was nickel. And I had that done by Backroads Gold out in Chloride, Arizona. He did a beautiful job, but they're better than new. And the mechanism, even when I didn't send, before I sent it over there, they were perfect. It wasn't bumpy when I didn't have to oil it or fix it or anything. So this kind of irritated me a little bit, as you could probably tell. Maybe I'm getting overreacting or something, but I'm going to tell you the way it is. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, it's a wonderful razor, you should buy it. I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you what it is. If a product is garbage, I'll tell you. In the way I was thinking, when I was driving around today, where did I go? I went to the grocery store. I was driving around. I said, you know, it's irritated me about the razor that it wasn't right, and I think I got charged for it, even at $80-$90 introductory price. I said, I wish you could get them on Amazon. I'd send it back. They'd take my money back, or I would get my money back. But Global Shaves, I haven't even asked them, and you can't return it, I don't think, once you've used it. So that's the story. So beware, buyer beware on that. Any of you guys that have used them before, I'd be interested in seeing what your comments are. You can see the red spots is where I really chewed my face up with it the other day. Like I said, I had it set at a setting of 5. Because that's what my original Gillettes were set at, and I never had a problem. But this one at 5 is pretty aggressive. God, I wouldn't. If I put a feather blade in and set it at 9, I wouldn't have a face left. So, just something to watch out with if you get the razor. Start real low on your settings. This soap really covers nice. I think been a day, maybe 2 days ago, I made that film. So I've got 2 days growth. I just had a bad day today. Fighting with the banks. Just sometimes you walk a yard and you gain an inch. that was today's life of Robin Hood. All right. Good enough. I'm going to empty the water out of that one container where I had my brush soaking, fill it up with hot water, and then float the other one inside of it, like this. That keeps the lather a little warm. Warmer. All right, here we go. I got it set at 3. You can see it right here. It's locked down, and we'll see how this does today. I got to take it easy over some of those spots I cut myself, like right here the other day. You know, I bought some other razors from Sheldon at Global Shaves Clubs International. I had no problem with them. I liked them, but this one, I don't know. It definitely can feel the blade. Can you hear my clock? I can't hear it from this end, but when I replay the video, then I can hear it. It drives me crazy. short strokes. I'm going to grade this razor someplace between 0 and 10 when I finish. Sometimes when I'm shaving, and it's my fault, you'll hear me give a grade, say at the end of my first shave, like right now, the first shaving of my first event, there's 3.5 events. One that goes down, one goes sideways, and the other one goes up, and then just the neck. At the end of the first one, sometimes I have a habit of giving it a grade. And afterwards, I look at the video and I say, what the hell did I give it that B or A rating for? It's about a C. So I'm going to wait until the end on this time. So hang around, you'll see what I grade it as. This is beautiful soap, I tell you. If you guys want me to, I don't like the word review, but look at another type of razor or blade or shaving soap, let me know. I probably have it, or if not, I'll get it and I'll do a review. And I don't want to tell you too, none of this stuff is sent to me. Okay, I buy everything. Probably because I always don't give good reviews. I give honest ones. Okay. Here we go. This side I have to hold the ear back to tighten the skin because, like you know, like I think I've said before, I have more wrinkles on this side of my face than I do on the other side. If it looks dark in here, that's because it's like 20 after 7 at night. Usually I shave during the day, but I wanted to get this done and out to you guys. And I have a bad habit of over shaving this area, drawing blood or whatever. All right, now we're going to do the up pass on the next one. I could make these videos a lot shorter if I only did 2 passes. There we go, that's the word I want, passes. But this is not a speed contest. This is, I enjoy shaving like this. Never gets old. Where when I used cartridges, it did get old quickly. All right. Upstrokes against the grain. Anybody figure out why they call it the hair on our face whiskers? Everywhere else in the body they call it hair. Anybody knows that, let me know. I'll be interested in finding out. I mean, if I don't, it's not the end of the world, but... I think this razor is a little bit over 3 inches long, and it weighs under 2 ounces. I forgot the exact specs on it, but all right. One more small pass, and we'll wrap this up. You guys get your stimulus checks in yet? I haven't. All the products I use, I usually list in the show more area under the video. If you guys decide to get them, I'd appreciate it if you use those links. It won't cost you anymore, but I make a few pennies on it to help pay for my time, at least, not even that, on making videos. It takes a lot of time to edit this stuff, but I enjoy it, so yeah, I appreciate it if you use those links. Okay, let's go. What did I do the whole face for? I was talking. This blade is 100 times better than the Dorcos. Okay, I'm gonna, as long as I got the soap on, I'm gonna go up the sides real quick. All right. Use some cold water here. And I didn't even cut myself today. I used a different blade and set the setting on 3. I usually wind up getting more soap in my ears than on my face. All right. Let's put some witch hazel. I'm going to use the lemon variety of Thayer's. And I'll probably never live long enough to use this whole bottle. I've been using this for months now, and only about that much down. And I got about 7 different bottles, different kinds of witch hazel. Really good for the skin. Good for the skin. Okay. I'm going to use some Adidas, however you say it. This is the Dynamic Pulse Aftershave lotion. It's not a cologne. And I wish the opening was a little smaller, because when it comes out, it really comes out. But I guess they sell more like that. Oh, feels good. Wow. And for a balm, especially at this time of year, you want to moisturize the skin, put the moisture back into it. And that's why we use balms, to rehydrate the skin. Otherwise, it gets just too darn dry. And especially if you're old like me, your skin, you don't have the hydration of the skin cells like you do when you're younger. Remember, push up, because gravity makes everything go down. All right, let me go back to front on this. I used Nivea for Men Maximum Hydration Moisturizing Pre-Shave Balm. Really good stuff. It won't cost you an arm and a leg either. The aftershave lotion was the Adidas Dynamic Pulse. And then I used, of course, I always use witch hazel afterwards. This is the lemon flavor, although you don't eat it. The soap I used was a LEA soap, made in Spain, I believe. Really good stuff. You ought to try some of this, really. You're not going to go wrong. What else did I use? I had the Yaki brush. It's a 24 mil synthetic with kind of a strange handle on it. And I got 3 of these, I told you. And maybe the next time I'll tell you how I wound up with 3. So that's the soap and the brush. I did talk about the, what was this? The Razor Rock. It's 0.62 CNC machine razor compared to this. As far as the price, $60, $70. My cost, early price was $89, over $100 right now, $110, maybe a little bit more. I used the the Gillette Silver Blue Blade. That's what I used. Okay, let me go over a couple things about this razor. As far as the mechanics of it, I'll give it a C. This one I'd give an A, a C. The shaveability, a C plus. I won't give it an A, but I'll give it a C plus. The cost, I'll give it a D. I think for the price, this razor, if it was $40, probably I'd be real happy with it. Maybe $50 at the outside, but $89 was a pre-purchase price. Oh, and $110 now. I don't know. You guys will have to make that decision. Anyway, that's what you have. And I'm going to put some other videos up in the corners. And those of you guys that have subscribed to me, I really appreciate it. I really do. Leave your comments below, good or bad. I can handle it. And if you just want to give me a thumbs up, that's great too. And, you know, pass this on to some other people that might be interested in maybe even buying one of this. It might give them a heads up on how to make a determination whether they want to buy it or not. So thanks for stopping in. We'll be back again in a couple days. I've got a short video coming out. Short videos are usually under 60 seconds. I have some ideas how I already want to do that, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot for subscribing and showing up, and I hope I wasn't too hard on everybody today with my evaluation of that razor. And there you got it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.